Okay, what took you into this Hallmark thing?
Oh my gosh, first of all, I'm so excited to be a part of the Hallmark family.
There's a Hallmark family?
It's a Hallmark family, it is, it really is. It's a safe place for everybody. It's been wonderful to explore the acting world. I'm used to telling a story through the form of a song, being a songwriter myself. And so now I get to tell a story on screen, so it's wonderful.
What is so special about the whole Hallmark series?
I think that it's important that we have a safe place for all of us to go to. It's safe for the whole family. It's really a sanctuary where you don't have to worry about anything bad happening. It always has a happy ending. Unfortunately, life isn't always that way, but it's nice to have a little escape every now and then.
Tell me about the new one, The Mistletoe Secret.
I play a girl from a small town, which isn't a stretch. I'm from a small town in North Carolina. And in this film, I reside in Utah, in a small town, and I'm trying to save all of our small businesses and just be an advocate for small businesses and my community and help our struggling town stay on the map, bring revenue there.
Did you shoot in Utah?
We did not. We actually filmed this in Vancouver, which was wonderful. It was the first time I've been able to spend concentrated time there, and it's such an eclectic city. It's so wonderful.
Well, now, Hallmark, I hear, works under pressure of time.
Right.
How much time do you have to film the movie?
I think we shot this film in like 15 days, maybe.
How do they do that?
If that. I
Do
don't
you
know.
work around
Luckily,
the
I'm
clock?
not in charge of that. We do work around the clock, but we did have a little bit of time to be a local, I guess you could say, in Vancouver.
What do you like about acting?
I love being able to tap out of my world into somebody else's world. And I hope that this just continues to open doors for other roles. And
So even though you're someone else, it's still you.
you pull from your own truth.
Right.
And I didn't necessarily grow up having a Hallmark childhood, I guess you could say. So it was acting for sure. But you pull from your own truth, your own experiences, and try to identify with whatever character you're playing, whether you're basing it on yourself or someone else's experiences that you know that's impacted your life, that's influenced your life. You know, it's the same way in country music. It's all about telling the truth. It's, three chords in the truth, telling a story.
You like acting as much as singing?
Well, music was definitely my first passion. That's always been my best friend. It's always been a safe place for me. We all have those songs that we run to celebrate the good times. And we have those songs we run to have our own little pity party, and that's all right too. But yes, acting is very new to me. It's a different form of art, and I love it.
You're a big supporter of the military, right?
I am.
And you have performed 11 USO tours.
12.
12.
12 USO tours.
How did that start?
Well, I started, back in 2007, and I had my manager reach out to the USO and let them know that I would love to be able to take home to our servicemen and women and their families serving overseas.
So where have you gone to?
Everywhere. We've spent the past Christmases in Afghanistan. We were just there this past Christmas. Germany, Kosovo, England, Iraq.
Wow.
Goodness, all
They're
over.
great audiences. Right?
It is. It's the best. It is the best.
Are they different, military audiences?
I would say so, to be honest. I would say so, absolutely. You really have the opportunity to spend concentrated time together and help them escape whatever it is that they've been facing, whatever they've been going through, and just take a little piece of home to them. So it really has helped me form my own opinion based on my own experiences, and really see how truly blessed I am and the things that I have taken for granted It just changes your whole perspective.
What was Afghanistan like?
Honestly, I have had a lovely experience on every tour. I've been there many times. Being able to spend time with our servicemen and women as well as locals has been incredibly life-changing for me.
Okay, Kellie, what was your favorite memory of working with Ryan Seacrest and that whole scene?
Oh, and an Idol, goodness. Let's see, it's been many moons. I was 19 and green when I got in line for American Idol, and it was the rocket that launched my career. And Ryan was lovely to work with. We actually worked on a reality show that he presented to me several years ago.
What was it like to work on that show?
Oh, wow. Well, I had the original judges, Paula, Randy, and Simon, and I always refer to myself as an antique idol. There's been several seasons since my season came out, but it was a joy to be a part of. I mean, that was the first time I had ever been on an airplane, the first time I had left my little small town, and the first time I get on a flight is flying all the way from a little town in Carolina to LA, to Hollywood, and it was a lot to take in.
Wow.
It was a lot to take in, but I loved it.
Earlier this year, you sang the closing theme of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Oh.
It's a Good Feeling is the title of the song for a special album project dedicated to Mr. Rogers. When is that coming out?
That just came out, and I got to tell you, when I got the call to be a part of this project, I thought they were playing a joke on me.
What's the project?
To sing this song and to be in that company with all of those other artists. They could have had anybody they wanted, and they chose little old me. He very much played a big role in my childhood. My grandmother had a big part in raising me, and so I remember watching Mr. Rogers, and it was a safe place. So,
You must be looking forward to the Tom Hanks film.
cannot wait. I can't wait to see
I know
it.
Mr. Rogers pretty well.
Really?
I interviewed him a few times. He's an
Yeah.
amazing guy.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see how they make a film about a guy who had a wonderful life and nothing
Right.
happened wrong to him. You haven't released a full album since 2013. Why
Right.
not?
Well, I've been a little busy with other projects, but I have been writing recently, and I'm looking forward to getting back in the studio.
You live in Nashville now.
Yes, sir.
What's the difference making music in Nashville like from LA or New York?
Well, I have actually been blessed to make music all over the country. I remember my very first album after the American Idol tour. My producer would fly to whatever city we were in on the American Idol tour, and we would book a studio. In that city, I would leave the American Idol stage, go to the studio, record the songs that I had written over the telephone in random hotel rooms or on the back of a tour bus.
Is there a Nashville sound?
I think Nashville is such an eclectic city now. It's not just country music. We have blues, we have R&B, we have soul. You know, we're 3 hours from Memphis and 4 hours from Atlanta in a car. So we kind of have a lot of people moving there, even from LA to write with Nashville songwriters. We have the best musicians and we have the best songwriters in that town.
How do you explain, this always amazed me about country music stars. They're the closest bond. They're the closest to their audience. They're accessible. How do you explain that?
I think, I mean, I may be wrong, but I feel, based on my own experiences, our demographic, the people that love country music, they want the truth, and that's what we give them. And it's about having a relationship with your audience. And you do create this family out there on the road, and you have those fans that are on the front row in every city that you go to sometimes, that are just reoccurring familiar faces and follow the bus to the next city and watch that show as well. So I don't know, it's just this loyalty and this family. I think there's a lot of people that come from broken homes, and people are looking for an escape from whatever it is that they're going through, just for a couple hours to enjoy a show with their families or their friends. But it's a community that we have.
There have been a lot of changes since you started?
I would say there's been a lot of changes since the beginning, before I was even a part of the country music business. It has changed drastically, and I think we are definitely doing a full circle as far as shining a light on more females in the business. And there's just other platforms to get your music, to have your music heard. It's not just one avenue. You can, with the power of social media, which is crazy, I'm still trying to get used to. That's a whole different world for me. I grew up on vinyl records and have my grandma's vinyl record player set up in my house with all of her records. And that's what I love to listen to when I'm clocked out. So when I moved to Nashville, I thought I was going to go in the studio and record Tammy Wynette kind of music, and Dolly Parton, and Patsy Cline, and Loretta, and Kitty Wells. That's what I grew up on. So it was definitely a change in sound based on what I grew up on. But that's always going to be in any format. The sound's going to change. The way music is distributed is going to change. It's going to change with or without us.
Do you get political?
What do you mean?
You support candidates? You take
I
stands?
have been I do with my close friends. It's important for us all to know what's going on in the world and have those conversations. But I've very much kept that out of my public life. But we do have a table of truth in our home that we can have anyone sit around our table and we talk as adults should be able to talk.
But you don't come out publicly for candidates?
I have not. I have not at this moment. No.
Never miss a beat. Subscribe to Larry King Now and watch new episodes every day.